Welcome to this episode of Ask the Guitar Coach, the only podcast where you get answers to all your guitar-related questions. If you're interested in developing your guitar skills and reaching your music goals, please send me an email at the email address ioannis@ioannis.org. That is IOANNIS at IOANNIS.org, so that I can let you know about all the different packages of elite guitar coaching and how you can get private coaching by me. Without further ado, let's go to our question for the day. How can I be sure I'm practicing something the right way? So here's a good question. How can one be sure that he's practicing something the right way, like he's not making mistakes, he's actually practicing something in the optimum way? And I wish I had an easier way to say it, but the bottom line is this. You cannot be sure you're practicing something the optimum way without expert supervision and continuous feedback on your practicing performance. So basically, if you're doing it yourself, it's very, very, very unlikely that you can make it happen and not waste any time. You can waste from days and hours to years and decades, but you're gonna be wasting time. There's no way you can consistently do that without expert supervision. So before you are able to correct what you're doing, you should know two things. What you're currently doing and have a very objective way to measure what you're currently doing, not just your impression or what you feel like it or if you think it sounds good, okay? And second, what you should be doing. You need to know both of those things. So if you know what you're doing right now and if you know what you should be doing, then you can make the connection between those two things. Both of those things are way easier with the help of a professional that is helping you on your way. So basically, if you have a coach. If you don't have a coach, you can see me, I'm kind of losing my words. It's very difficult to say, okay, it might be done, but it's going to be extremely more difficult, extremely unlikely, and it's going to take way more time. Now, once you measure on how many different things you're going to need this to follow this process, like know what you're doing right now, know what you're supposed to be doing, and then connect the dots, and it's going to be hundreds of things at the very least, then you can see why I always say that the solution is to get a coach. So basically, the best way to do that, to know that you're not wasting your time, is to have someone coach you through the process. Here is a very important related thing that I really hope you understand. Coaching and feedback compounds, which means if your coach corrects something that you do, for example, a specific technique of the legato in one string when it's done with the first finger, this is really not that important. It's just one little thing. However, he's never going to give you just one correction throughout your collaboration. He's going to be correcting constantly things here and there, and then after a while, all those little things, they add up together, kind of like compound interest, and it compounds to the next level of your playing. And this is why the vast majority of people, when they get stuck, they cannot get unstuck, because they can only see and understand that they're doing wrong one thing at a time. So even if they fix this one or two things, everything else stays the same. The only way to do that is with a knowledgeable coach that is giving you continuous feedback and supervision for your guitar study. So I hope this was helpful, and I will see you on the next episode of Ask the Guitar Coach. Until then, Keep sending me your questions and I will make sure to answer them in a future video. Bye bye.